Hi, this is Danica, and I build WordPress membership site. And welcome to this series. This is BodyBoss 101, so we're gonna walk and check the basics with BodyBoss. Now I have recorded this series so that I could answer some of the basic questions that I get and I saw online. So if you are looking to use BodyBoss in your project or website, then this video is for you. If you have missed past videos, please check those out because I discuss several sections with BodyBoss in this series. So this is a playlist, so you should be able to follow. In this video, we will be talking about the grouping and forum functionality of BodyBoss. One of the key features with BodyBoss is its community platform. Its community capability. So you could create some groups, and then it could have some discussions via the forum, and then you could have your members message each other depending on the rule that you have set on your website. So we're gonna tackle those, but in this video we're gonna first check out the groups and forum. Now, do note that this is just a basic walkthrough. If you have specific question regarding the groups and forum of BodyBoss, please comment it down below and I'll do my best to create a separate videos regarding that. Also, I really appreciate your support. So if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that I keep you posted whenever I do videos like this. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm in my local WordPress site right now, and as you can see, we are under BodyBoss groups and then forums. So these are the two sections that we're gonna check out today. So first is the groups and then the forums. Now, if you are I'm not sure, but if you are familiar with BodyPress, so I have years ago, I have used this plugin. Actually, I've also used this for other integration until now, but for different plugins. But BodyPress is the first one that I saw when I was just starting that has this community functionality. So community, teams, and groups, that's what it does. It's actually a free plugin. So if you are a tech savvy and you think you don't need the fancy stuff, that fancy layout that the BodyBoss has, or maybe you have a specific design, then I highly suggest you check this out because this should be exactly similar with what BodyBoss does. Though I noticed a lot of improvement in terms of notification and stuff with the BodyBoss. Plus, they make it look more friendly or maybe more clean, should I say. But it should be exactly the same. It's just BodyBoss is a turbo version or an enhanced version of this. Plus, they have lots of add-ons, and I know that there's lots of third-party softwares right now that enhance the BodyBoss capability even. So, but yeah, I just want to note this because this is a free one and you could take advantage of what it does, and it's exactly similar with BodyBoss. So BodyPress, as you can see, and then they just name it BodyBoss. Now, before I've actually when I started working with a BodyBoss site, it's actually their first template. I think it was named Social Learner, and it's actually very simple and more on exactly similar with this one. But right now, again, based on the updates that I have noticed with BodyBoss, they've done a lot of improvements. So it's still really a good investment if you decide to. Plus, they have the support, so you should be there's a community and forum that you could check. Though BodyPress also has that. But anyway, enough of that one. But do check this out if you are looking for something similar, or maybe you have a specific design and BodyBoss just doesn't work for you. It does exactly the same. So let's talk about the groupings and forums. And as you can see here in my staging site, in my local WordPress site, I have imported some dummy stuff from BodyBoss itself. So if we check here, let's just so as you can see, we have some name, description, status, members, and then last activity. Now for the status, there's a public, private, there's even a hidden, so you could hide it, and so on. So if we edit this, so on the here we have two tabs, all groups and then group navigation, and then we also have the name and description. We could set a permalink, we could put some short description, add a new member, and here we could manage the members. So here we see the organizers, moderators, and then members. We also have some band members, and if you're using BodyBoss with Memberium, you could also use this one. So as you can see, auto join, this pulls tags. This actually pulls tags. So example, if you have like list of contacts in Memberium, in like example ActiveCampaign or Keep, and then you assign a specific tag, you could actually auto join them as an admin, moderator, or member, and even ban them to this group depending on that tag. So maybe I should record a video on that later. It's gonna be a Memberium thing, so it's a separate thing with this one. If you think you need help with that, comment it down below and I'll do my best to record that. Okay, so we have that on the side. Now on the right side we have some, so we have the, of course, the saving for the changes. In the settings we have the privacy, so public, private, or hidden, and then who can invite others to join. You could set it so it could be all members who could invite others to join in this group, organizers only, and moderators, or just keep it for the organizers. Who can post in this group, who can upload photos in this group, and who could create album in this group. On here, it says discussion forum. So it says connect a discussion forum to allow members of this group to communicate in a structured bulleted board style fashion. Uncheck this option will not delete the existing forum. So most of the time this is checked. So yes, I want a group will have discussion forum, and then you could then assign a forum in here. On the next tab, let's check group navigation. So in the group navigation, we have this, so display the group navigation vertically. So this is what you'll show if, example, let's just open one of the groups. So example, if we're gonna view this, so this is what you see here. So as you can see, this is exactly the same with this one. So members, feeds, photos. So members, feed, photos, albums, and so on. So if you have like enabled the Memberium thing with BodyBoss, that's what it does here. That's the purpose of that one. So you could change this. So example, this is like in horizontal format. Maybe I want this in vertical format. And let's see if I publish this and then I refresh. So change on the site. So it really depends on your preference. So they allow you to like do that. So I'm just gonna uncheck that, and then I'm gonna try to like rearrange this. So it works. So you could like rearrange stuff from the navigation depending on how you need it. So that's the group navigation order. So let's just exit with this and go back to the backend. You could also delete the group if you want to. An example, if I delete this, it says you're about to delete the following groups and this action cannot be undone. So you need to be careful. There's also a permanent delete the group discussion forum. So you could uncheck this if you want, like if you just need to do something, maybe move some lists to a different group, something like that, or maybe just a cleanup, but you could keep the forum. I'm not gonna do that, but let's check out the like forums. Okay, so now let's check out the forums that is part of the group. Okay, in this group, this one is not connected to any forum earlier. So I just uncheck this and then save. Now let's see how this looks on the front end. So we have some feed, we have members, and so on. And then here. So I'm actually an organizer for this one. So most of the time as an admin, if you create the group yourself, automatically you will be the organizer, or you will be one of the organizer actually. So there's no attached forum here, but what I'd like to do is connect this to an existing forum so that we could check and play on the forum. So I'm gonna say yes. Hold on. Could you just see my... Okay, I'm gonna say yes on this box. And then here, well, I'm gonna create a new forum. So let's create a new forum here. Forum. And then I'm gonna say, well, there's some forums here. Well, I'm just gonna create a new one so that I could test. But example, forum test 1. And then on the, so we could assign a name. We could put some description, goes here. And then on the right side, we have this option. So there's forum type, so forum or category. And then there's also status, open or close. And then visibility, public, private, hidden, parent. So we could like set some hierarchy for the forum, and then order. And of course, if you are like working on this with Memberium, there's this capability or connection with BodyBoss and Memberium. But more on that later, because we're gonna focus on the default BodyBoss functionality itself. So in the forum attributes, we have the first is type. So there's two options, forum and category. For the forum, you could have like topics here and then discussion. And then if it's a category, then you could have like, if this is the forum, it could have another forum. Like it's like parent and then child thing, hierarchy. So you could do that. Next is the status. For the status, you could set open or close. What this means is if it's set to open, then other members could continue commenting on this forum. If it's closed, then it will be locked and no one could like continue this discussion. It's kind of similar to the Facebook functionality where there's a comment, close the comment feature that they have. So this should be like exactly similar to that. In terms of visibility, public is like anyone could access it. Private is only like others could see it, but not everyone could join it. But if it's public, of course, anyone could join it. Private, not anyone could join it, only through invites. They could join it, but they could still see that it's in there. Well, the hidden is no one could see it unless you're already a member. So you need to decide what visibility you need to select for your website. And then parent, you could set some parent in here. That's more on hierarchy. And then order. This should affect the order that you see on the front end. So example, I think if we go to groups. So in here, that should affect the order here. If I say publish, an example, refresh. So it is, okay, that's a forum. So I actually need to attach this to the, okay. So the order here is actually what you see on the inside the group. So I'm gonna show that to you. So we have the forum test 1, and I'm gonna create another one so that I could demonstrate this. So maybe this one I'm gonna create here. Oops. The new forum. So forum test 2. Just leave it that way. And then I'm gonna leave everything in default, publish. So if we, example, set this as the parent is the coffee addicts. So that's number 1. Oh, let's just say that's number 2. And then the other forum, I'm going to set that as number 1. The coffee addicts. And then if we open here, so as you can see, that's how the order affects. If we check this one, okay, so after we set the order here, it should reflect on the front end of the forum. So as you can see, if we scroll down, there is a sub forum list here. So if we have like example 10 sub forums in this forum, then we could use the order that we have in here, the one that we just set up. So that's the use of the order. And I think let's just check the grouping. Go back to that one. Okay. So in the grouping, there is no order functionality, unlike in the forum. So I think whatever is the newest one will show up. So let's just test. So groups. Okay, so let's create a group here so that I could demonstrate. I think it's not good that I'm gonna use this existing one. So I'm gonna create a new group and I'm just gonna name it group test 1. And short description goes here. And of course, publish it. And then before we tackle this part, I'm gonna just refresh here. Okay, so oops, I think I entered it twice. So let me just remove the other one. Okay, refresh. And then we now have the group, but automatically, since it is open and public, then I get to be a member to that group right away. So, and that's the reason or the purpose for this group privacy, so that you could set how you'd like your members to be part of it. So on the right side, let me just hide my... So on the right side, discussion forum. So I'm gonna attach the forum that we have set up earlier. Now, as you can see, it is grayed out because in here, we actually need to remove that from being part of that one because it's set to parent. I'm gonna remove that, set this to 0. Refresh. And then now we could access forum test 1. Yes, wanted to be part of that. If I refresh, test 1, discussions. So we now have that attached in the group. Now, as you can see, it only shows like this. There's no like hierarchy and stuff. So the way we could do that is, example, if I create like a new forum, test 3, and then I set this to a category. Then I'm gonna set this to private. Then I'm gonna try to attach that to my groups. So I'm gonna click and attach the forum test 3 here. So it actually reset to forum test 1, and the reason for that is forum test 3 is a category, so it will be something that will hold several forums for you. So what we need to do is assign forum test 1 and forum test 2. So forum test 1 and forum test 2. as a child item for forum task 3 so that it will hold that one. So if we refresh this, groups, we're still in the groups. And example, I want this discussion, forum task 3, save changes. Okay, so I created some task grouping earlier and I tested it out, and I needed to delete those task forums that I created so that this is more clear. Now, when creating your group, in the right side, I'm not sure if you see this, here. Once you have checked this, yes, I want this group to have a discussion forum, automatically it will create a forum for you. So as you can see here, group test, it followed that naming and it will be attached to this group. Now, the changes for that is there's gonna be a new tab on the front end named discussion, and as you can see, there is now discussion going on with this group. So example here, so we could have that. So this is the forum. Now if we just check that forum and see, so the type and the status, it's right now it is like lock. So the status, the type is locked, automatically it's a forum, then status is open, and so on, because it is attached to a group. Now creating forums in like in BodyBoss, when you create, like example, if you create this forum here, and then let's just say we go to the forum. So this is all of the forums, and then it is attached to the group Coffee Addicts, as you can see. And then example, let's just say on my discussion group here, I want to have some sub conversation or subtopics. So example, as you can see here, these are the available parents that you could like select. So you could create a hierarchy with this one. So example, test child forum 1, and then I'm gonna attach this to the group test, and then I'm gonna refresh the here. I'm gonna go to the group that I just created, group test 1, and then in the discussion we should see that sub forums. So we now have the sub forums, and we could add new one. An example here, if I add some discussion, so test 2 post, and then in the discussion, all of the discussion is still in here, and as you can see, it's also in here. So basically you could have this like generic one, generic location, and you could have this specific like topic inside your group, inside your forum. So this is like the parent one, and this is like the child stuff. So you could add as much as you need. So example, if I add like a new forum, so forum task 2, and then I'm gonna just add it here, and then after that I'm gonna add another one so that you could see. So forum task 3, and then publish, refresh, and now we have 3. Now on the forum backend, there's 3 additional tabs here. So discussions, discussions tags, and there's also replies. So this is, as you can see, you could see which forum it belongs, but this is like an all-in-one list. It's not like separated, but you could filter it from the top. So if you wanna like just browse through and see what's going on, this is the place for you to check. So every group name that's attached to that forum is you can see here. So or every discussion, example, this is a discussion, you can see which forum that belongs, and so on, and how many members, etc. And of course, you could also see the author. So I needed to like go back and forth. I was trying to track the categorization of the forum, but maybe I will dive in with that in the next video or in the future video. But right now, I just really want to get into the basics so that you see the capability of the BodyBoss groups and forum. Okay, so I hope this video helps you, and we have covered the basics of groups and forum. As you can see, there were lots of things that we could still do. Like we could set the forum type to category, and then that could hold like sub forum. But I think what the grouping and forum does is automatically, once you create the groups and you said, yes, I want a discussion in these groups, it will create a forum for you automatically, and then you could create sub forum inside that. So I think it does exactly the same. If you have any question regarding that, let me know, and I will check if there's more that we could do on that section. But so far, based on my observation, it should be like exactly the same. We haven't played on the other stuff yet, like the privacy, hidden, and stuff, but it should be direct to the point. If it's private, that means others could still see it but could not join it the way like others could just click and join. Public is open for everyone, and then hidden is only it's only available and visible once you become a member. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.